Ja, då är vi nere i tvätthallen i Kungliga Tennishallen och här inne sitter en kille som har vunnit If Stockholm Open en gång och han har varit i en final. Men jag tänkte vi börjar ändå fråga just, vad gillar han att tvätta? When you're out on the tour you don't have to clean or wash and cook, but when you're at home, what do you prefer?
I like doing all those things when I'm at home. Yeah, I'm trying to focus on really what I want to do. I think whether it's going to be taking a nice walk outside, taking the car and just drive for no reason, you know, things like that really gave me a sort of a good remedy when I'm back home and a clear vision. I think this is one of the things that has always been sort of relaxed time and downtime for me. And of course, every time I get the chance to spend with my family, it's always good.
But clean, cook or wash, what do you prefer?
Wash. I love washing my clothes. That's the one thing that I really love doing. Cook to impress. So cook to impress. Yeah. So yeah, those cleaning. It's, you know, I can get my piece with it, but if I don't have to do it, I'm okay with that.
And when you cook and when you want to impress, what do you cook?
I cook a very good sea bass. Sea bass with vegetables and a foil. Like, I'm making the whole thing all together, and it comes out pretty good. I haven't been able to screw that up yet, so I'm very happy with it.
And when you say when you're at home, where is home for you?
Monte Carlo. I've been spending a lot of time in the Monte Carlo, I think, in the past year and a half. So it's a great spot for me. It's in Europe, and obviously from there you can get to pretty much anywhere close to you know, to east side in America. So it's a great I think it's a great location for me when I get back from tournaments. It's pretty quiet, and I'm finding my way around, which is pretty good out there. Great courts, and just everything is simple.
And you travel around the world and have the whole world where you work. Do you feel like a world citizen more than a Bulgarian?
I'm always going to be Bulgarian. I've had my passport still. Yeah. So, but of course, you know, when you travel, when you work so much, I think you just you never lose sight of your roots. I think this is the one thing that is very important as not only as a player but as a person to have in your mind, because I think it's very easy to forget yourself, and, you know, being surrounded by, you know, going to the greatest places, always in a nice hotel, always taken care of. So this is something that you take for granted a little bit, and I think once you realize that, you should really, like, calm yourself down a little bit, and this is the moment when you need to, you know, turn a little bit and be like, okay, I need to be a little bit more humble. So in moments like that, I always like to think that you know, as more humble you are, the better it is, and I think you're gonna keep a good sanity as well.
We took the elevator down here. It was really small, and you don't like. But you didn't like it either.
No, but you know, like, I was putting my game face on as soon as I stepped into the elevator, so I was focusing very hard, you know. But yeah, I don't like close face either, so maybe we'll walk on the way back.
Are you superstitious?
Superstitious enough to a point that it doesn't get too crazy, I think. For example, I like to use the same shower when I'm in the locker room, and sometimes I don't step on the certain lines, so it's just different. But I don't think I'm going over the board with you know, putting the bottles and all that in a special way, or yeah, anything like that. I'm precise, but not overly exaggerated on those things.
You started the season at number 11 in the ranking. What was your goals before the season?
Yeah, my goals were very simple. I just wanted to play better and better, and I thought I started the year very good. And in Australia, I had my chances against Andy, I think, and it just stumbled down. And I think once I went in that way, I think I lost a little bit of a confidence after that match, and I think ever since then I was working also a little bit on my racket, so everything just took its time, and I had a lot of changes on and off the court. So I think this took a lot of a lot of attention of my goal, and I think that really derailed me a little bit from what I wanted to do this year. And yeah, I started lacking a little bit on practice, on you know, on fitness level, and I think I started dropping a little bit, and I think that was one of the key moments for me. Why at some point I was actually not playing good tennis, and I think it's a good indicator for me. And I think hopefully I've learned, quite enough from it not to do the same mistake again, and try to do something better. And of course, now that I have the opportunity to try something new, I want to take it.
How important is it to come to a tournament where you have won before and you was in the final last year?
It's always a good feeling. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, you know your way around. You know the courts. You know the people. You know what had worked for you. So you use it in a way. You use that, and you always want to use that kind of vibes, especially knowing that you've played good more than 1 year. And I think that's why it's gonna make it interesting. The crowd is really good out here. They support me a lot, and I think this is I feel very welcome. And in the same time, I just wanna, of course, I wanna create good atmosphere, play well, and why not come up with some good shots again.
And you are back with the Swedish coach this time, Johan Urtegren, and you also have Franco Darwin. Can you take us through the coaching situation for next year?
Johan came at the time that I really needed him, and I think he's also, that shows not only a coaching determination, but I think a good friend. I think in the same time, and I really needed at that point. So I owe a lot to him for the time being. But now it comes down to the work. Now it's in the end of the year, 3 more tournaments left. So we try to make sure that we have the right team around us. And of course, with Franco, he's been on my radar for quite some time, and I want us to finalize everything to make sure that we really have the same outlook on the game, that we really want to do the work in the way that we both believe in, and then go from there.
Now I think we take the elevator upstairs, so we take a big breath. Thank you very much, Grigor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like this picture, by the way.